Welcome, everyone, to the original conference championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legends. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. The returner loses the football deep in their own territory.
That is an incredible job by this kickoff coverage team. You don't see many turnovers on kickoffs, but they just gifted their offense with a bonus possession.
Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Here's the handoff. Powers through. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. An inside give now from the shotgun. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. On 3rd down, it's a handoff. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. It stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. Receivers are bunched together. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards. They're on 1st and 10.
Linebackers making some adjustments now. It's a nice game. They'll move the football up to the 27.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. On the run, it's Diggs.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's looking to scramble. And the junior quarterback shows his toughness, keeps this drive moving.
This is a deflating play for this defense on third and short. Good coverage. They take away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for is the quarterback. And he uses his legs to pick it up.
The Terrapins pick up enough for a first down here. And the wideout goes in motion. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so second and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And there's the handoff. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? Can he get there on the ground? That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. They're going to run the option. That's a solid gain there. He keeps it and picks up the first down himself.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
And the Terrapins begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Give it to the back again. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. They'll try to run for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line. Give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Handoff here from the shotgun. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Looks downfield. He connects with a wide open wide receiver. Touchdown, Terrapins. Strong game by this quarterback. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
And they tack on the extra point. From inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Oklahoma. He just sprints into the end zone. An electrifying play by this returner. Takes it the length of the field to the house in a conference championship game.
You know, Chris, I don't know if there's anything that can affect momentum as much as a kickoff.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He's looking to throw. He makes the catch. The gamble pays off. They take an 8-7 lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Maryland offense is back out on the field now. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. Finds just enough space and makes the first down.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers, the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. On first down, it's play action. Short connection to the tight end here. They can't stop him. It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
First down, looking to throw the football. Quick completion to the tight end. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers, but we stopped short of the first down.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
Quick throw, testing the middle. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Touchdown, Terrapins. This quarterback on fire today.
Chris, that's his second touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in it.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point makes the lead 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Just trucks the man. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He hands it to the back. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Third down play for this offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this 4th down situation.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Returner tackle right there. That's what will start the drive. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. Trying to build on this lead before halftime. They got off to a slow start, but they've gotten it going here in the second quarter. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The Terrapins looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Second down, we're going to throw it. The pocket breaking down. He's going to take off here. Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
That's how you get after the quarterback. This is a great play by the defense of being able to affect the timing between the quarterback and the receiver. And, man, how about the hit at the end of the play? Man, he laid the hit stick on him there.
And the Terrapins trying to cash in here in the red zone. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
They've only converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. They're going to run it. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. So that offensive penalty will be declined, but the defense, they're happy to take the result of that play. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Missed his receiver on the left sideline. Incomplete. Here's the second down play. Receiver in motion now. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. He's moving out of the pocket. Receiver makes the catch.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Intercepted, picked off by the defense.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Time running down, just one play left here in the half. Looking for a gap, it's Diggs. Breaking free at the 35. They finally make the stop after a big play, but time runs out on the first half of play. The Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Terrapins will kick this away to get the second half going. And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Ball handed off. He's brought down out at the 46. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Good enough for first down yardage. Offense moving to a bunch formation. They'll run it here. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
The Sooners have first and 10 here. Offense looking to throw the ball. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Second down and goal now for this offense. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
Running back grabs it on the screen, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Now the try here for the extra point. And the PAT makes it a 1-point lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The Maryland offense is back out on the field now. Now, wasn't alert enough, didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, drops back. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Second down after that previous play. He'll hand it off. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
Well, Chris, we always talk about adjustments being made at halftime, and this offense clearly needed to make adjustments, but what they're trying here early in the second half is not working.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the returner is brought down. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Second down after that run on the previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. It's press coverage now from these DBs. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Now, I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tackle, but first down.
Yeah, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. There's the handoff. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders. Just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Great job by the running back of staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the fourth quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. The They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point up and good. So the lead now is 8 here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line. And the Terrapins hustle to the line to run that hurry out. And he's got it again. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Obvious false start there, moving too early. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Pulls it in. It's Diggs. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain. Here comes the up-tempo offense. And here's the handoff. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. 3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. And the quarterback come through under pressure. Down a score late here in the 4th. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. Here we are late in a 1-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. They need to convert. He'll drop back. Pressure is coming. And the pass is incomplete. That's a big stop for this defense on 4th down.
Boy, as a play caller, you save this play for this moment. Under 2 minutes to go. 4th down. 4th quarter. Game on the line. And then you just got to rely on your quarterback to make good decisions and be accurate with the football. In this case, he is not. And that, to me, is probably the ball game.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Important 2nd down play coming up. It's a quarterback keeper. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. the Sooners will send their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And they'll kick it away here. Returner decides to fair catch this. Maryland offense is back out on the field now. Last time they gambled and lost, went for it in fourth down in their territory and got stopped. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab, breaks a tackle on the play, makes a decent gain.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
That's a big hit at the end, but he earned a fresh set of downs. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Tries to get it to the running back. Makes the grab. It's Diggs. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Just a heads-up play by this wide receiver to recognize where the first down marker is and then to get out of bounds to save time.
The Terrapins getting set on 1st and 10. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. Offense getting set for what could be their final drive down late in the final quarter. They'll hand it off. Finding some room at the 25. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
And the Terrapins move into the red zone. And they'll go right back to him on first down. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack in a crucial moment.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. Down 1 possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on fourth down. Crucial play here. They go to the air. Oh, and he did not make it. A big fourth down stop, a chance to claim the lead here, but it's a turnover on downs. Wow, what a